completely flipped over the last few weeks. The Eagles had a 91% chance to win the division following Week 12. And as recently as 2 weeks ago, they had an 81% chance to take the NFC East. But after Philly's home loss to the Cards, the Cowboys were up to 81% after Week 17. The Eagles talked about the mess they're in earlier this week. These Eagles, when we have questions, we go to Sal Powell for answers, who looks exactly how he should look this time of year. Sal, at MetLife Stadium, I love it. How's it going? What's going on?
Well, this snow just came right out of nowhere, so you can throw the entire forecast out for this football game now. We had no idea the snow was coming in, but it is snowing here at MetLife Stadium. Earlier in the week, Sam, on Wednesday, in the auditorium at the NovaCare facility, in his weekly team meeting, Nick Sirianni put a graphic up on the screen to show all of the teams that were under 500 in the Super Bowl era in the month of December and then go on to win the Super Bowl, including the 67 Packers, the 97 Broncos, Peyton Manning's 2006 Indianapolis Colts, and the Baltimore Ravens in 2012, which they were 1-4 in the month of December, just like the Philadelphia Eagles. Players said that they were inspired by that it infused the team with energy and togetherness in practice. They had a lot of snap, crackle, and prop in practice this week. And Jordan Mailata said, you know what, we're back to playing Eagles football. Darius Slay, who's not playing in this game, said, we've got a lot of good leadership on this team to get the job done. And Lane Johnson said on John Clark's podcast, Takeoff, this week, very popular in the city of Philadelphia, and he said something really, really interesting. He said, you know what, it's put up or shut up time, and I like the disturbance that it's caused in there, meaning the locker room, and I hope that it will lead to the better versions of ourselves. Sam?
Yeah, Sal, you want to see some life. I mean, Sal brought up the word energy, and that's what I think of, too, when I think about what this Eagles team needs. They almost have seemed cavalier, if you will, and not meaning they don't care, but just the way they're going about their business right now. Rex, when you prioritize the problems that the Eagles have today, where do you start?
Hey, that's a good question because, Sam, I think they got problems on both sides of the ball. You know, their defense is an obvious one. I mean, they're 29th in the league in total points given up. And they've been atrocious all season. So that's obviously probably the starting point. But their offense, I look at this offense, and to me, Alex, you know, Randy, guys, I see an offense that they don't do anything. They don't challenge the defense. And what I mean, look, there's no motion. They use less motion than any offense in the National Football League. All right, they give more 2-by-2 formations than anybody. You know, hey, what a surprise. Oh, they're in 2-by-2 again. And if you're sitting back there watching this thing and you're on defense and Don Martindale over here, man, you only see 2 protections. Like, Wink, you ought to dial this thing up and, I mean, absolutely get after them. But I'm seeing this over and over and over. No motion, 2-by-2. Oh, here it is. What a surprise. 2-by-2 again. I mean, without the tush push, that's the only thing they do. That's really that I'm laying my hat on. Yeah. And so to me, it's like, if I'm a defensive coach going up against this team, thank you. You do me such a favor by sitting back, no challenge. You're not challenging me with motion, anything else. Man, I can't wait to play you. And that shouldn't be. With the talent that they have, especially on the outside with those 2 receivers, you got a great quarterback, an awesome offensive line. They miss Shane Steichen. I mean, I flat out, I'm telling you, they missed that offensive coordinator from last year because this offense doesn't look the same either.
And you can almost, I mean, okay, new coordinators on both sides of the ball to start the year offensively. You see how good these players are. They were doing what got them there for the first 10 weeks.
Yep.
And I think they were 10-1 to start the year. It was a great start. But then the test of the coordinators is then November, December, when you have to adjust to what now people see what you're doing.